So why the papacy is needed and actually required for salvation. First point is, it was a document way back that said so, that you need to believe in the Pope and the Pope's power in order to be saved. That was a while back, I think in the Middle Ages. But that's beside the point. The first point is that, and I'm going to hammer this again and again, Jesus built his church on Peter. And Peter's body is in the Vatican. And so Peter's body, and Jesus builds his church on top of Peter. And so that's the Vatican on top of Peter's body, which is, the Vatican is the headquarters of the Catholic Church. And so quite literally, and if to say that the Catholic Church has erred in its ways, it goes against Scripture. Because Jesus says that the gates of the netherworld will not prevail against the church. And so to be Orthodox, or any other denomination for that matter, is ludicrous. It's wrong. Because you have to say that the Catholic Church erred in its teaching, whereas Jesus says that the gates of the netherworld will not prevail against the church. The church will never cease. Again, why Mormons are wrong. Because they say that the church ceased for 1700 years, and then a person comes along and starts another thing. And so, follow Scripture, follow what Jesus said. It's one church, the Catholic Church. Another point for the papacy is, for example, with Orthodox. If you have two Orthodox bishops and they disagree on a doctrine or a teaching and they contradict each other, who is correct? In Orthodoxy, there is no way to reconcile that. Zero, none. Now, the Pope has this title, first among equals. And so, as the Bishop of Rome, the Pope, he is first among equals. So among other bishops, he is first. And this is an important title that everyone needs to learn about to understand the papacy and what it is. So he's the leader. He's first. And that's why he's the Pope, and that's why he leads the whole church. And that's why there's unity in the Catholic Church and there's not unity in the Orthodox Church. Councils. Councils are important. There's one Pope, Pope Leo I. His letter was read in a council, and the people said, the bishops there and the people said, Peter has spoken through Pope Leo. And again, this is a point that's reiterated, because the Pope is a successor to Peter. The people say that. The bishops there say that. And again, this happens. This is not just a one-off, just random, and it's part of the first, second, 7 ecumenical councils that both Orthodox and Catholics believe in. And so as an Orthodox, you have to believe that yes, indeed, at this council, Pope Leo's letter was read out loud, and the people said, Peter has spoken through Pope Leo I. And it's not a one-off. It also happened with Pope Agatho during another council, where his letter was read out. And the people there, the bishops there, they said, Peter has spoken through Pope Agatho. And it was Eastern bishops were there. And so it's like, submit to Rome. The papacy is absolutely needed. Vatican I is absolutely correct. And you know how Vatican I is absolutely correct? Only twice has papal infallibility has been used. And it's been used for 2 doctrines that the Orthodox believe in. And that is the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary and her perpetual virginity. The 2 dogmas of Mary that came after Vatican I. 2 times papal infallibility has been used, and also Orthodox believe in that. And so, submit to Rome, the papacy is absolutely needed. There is no unity without the Pope. And I will quote Ignatius in the 1st century. Ignatius of Antioch, one of the first bishops in the first century, a disciple of John the Apostle, where he said, "Where is the Bishop of Rome, there is the church. Follow the Bishop of Rome as you follow Jesus himself." And so, God bless you all. Jesus is the Lord. It's one true church, the Catholic Church.